Okay, we're shifting gears to some standard form story problems. You do not need to print this packet today unless you have the resources to do it. And if you are copying this down into your notes, while it would be helpful to print it, I don't want you to go through and copy 4 pages of stuff down. Don't do that. Just write down what I write down, and you might have to come back and reference the worksheet and look back and forth to see what we did. But don't go through and copy down these sentences. That would be a waste of time. Okay? So here we go. What we want to be able to do is write an equation to represent a real world scenario and interpret that. So it says Hannah will spend $150 on music tickets. Reserved tickets are $25 and general admission is $10. A lot of times they will tell you how to assign things, and if they don't, then you just pick what you want to do. In this case, it says let y equal the number of reserved tickets, that's over here, and let x represent the number of general admission tickets, that is here. And then it says write a standard form equation. Remember, our standard form is ax plus by equals c. So what is our standard form here? We just take how much does a ticket cost for each. So all you are doing for 1A is writing 10x because it's $10 per ticket. That's how we labeled it x. We're going to add that to however many of the $25 reserved ones we buy, and that has to equal $150 if you spend it all. So it says find the x and y intercepts of the equation and sketch a graph. So if you remember from our notes yesterday, we're going to let x equal 0, and then we're going to do it again and let y equal 0. So when x equals 0, I have 25y equals 150. I divide both sides by 25. Y equals 6. Over here, when y equals 0, then 10x equals 150. Remember from yesterday, you're doing this problem twice, each time eliminating half of the problem. Divide by 10. X equals 15. So if I write these as ordered pairs, I have 0, 6, and I have 15, 0. It says include labels of the x and y axis. So I will call these, this is reserved. So I'm just going to put an R here. And this is general admission, GA, general admission. So this is where you would need to sketch a graph for me if you don't have this printed out. So I can try to assign some values here that work. So I could make this 2 and make that 4 and make that 6, because that would let me do 0, 6. Okay, I went back and edited this, so I paused the video for a second. So you notice I fixed my axis. One of them I had off by a number here. So you could choose to do it like this, and that puts 0, 6 actually one above my grid, but it still works for this problem. Over here, a little trickier. I think the best thing to do would be to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So that puts my other intercept there. Right, sketch your line in between. And we've kind of already done this, but it says the x-intercept is what? And what does this tell you? So where does it cross the x-axis? It crosses at 15. What does this tell you? You can buy 15 general admission, which I'm going to abbreviate as GA, tickets, TIX. And the y-intercept is 6. You can buy 6 reserved tickets. It says if Hannah bought 4 general admission tickets, how many reserved tickets could she buy? So those are the $10 ones, the general admission. So we go back up here to our equation, and I just wanted to make sure I had it right. 10x plus 25y equals 150. Said we bought 4 general admission tickets. This becomes 10 times 4. So 40 plus 25y equals 150. Subtract 40. A few of you are still not showing these steps. Make sure you're doing that to receive credit. And when I divide this out, we do end up with a fraction. What we end up with is y equals 4 2/5. If you did that on your calculator, you get 4.4. So how many can you buy? You can't buy part of a ticket, so you could buy 4 reserved tickets. Couldn't buy 5, can't buy 4.4 of them. Okay, and your second example of the day. You'll notice we have some labels here. We're going to make some trail mix, $40 to spend, and wants to spend about the same amount, and wants about the same amount of almonds as cashews. So standard formula, x equal number of pounds of almonds, y is the amount of cashews. So y is cashews. So this is our y. Our x is almonds. So what we have here is we have 8x plus 10y equals the $40 that they gave up here. This time they actually graphed it out for us. So remember, we're going to do our work here. X equals 0, y equals 0. When x equals 0, 10y equals 40. When y equals 0, 8x equals 40. Quick divide by 10 here gives me y equals 4, and a quick divide by 8 over here gives me x equals 5. So I have intercepts of 0, 4 and 5, 0. What does that mean? That means if I only bought this one, I could buy 4 pounds. If I only bought this one, I could buy 5 pounds. So we go 0, 4, and 5, 0. This is where they could have done a better scale. Really, the 4 probably could have been up here, and the 5 could have been more over here, but they didn't do that. We already answered these questions. Where does it cross the x-axis? 5. That means you can buy 5 pounds, lb, of almonds. And then our other intercept is 4. So you could buy 4 pounds of cashews, because 10 times 4 is 40. says if she buys 3 pounds of almonds, how many pounds of cashews can she purchase? So scroll back up here. 8x plus 10y equals 40. 8x plus 10y equals 40. And it said that we bought 3 pounds of almonds. Almonds is our x. Go back down here. So we have 8 times 3. That leaves us 24 plus 10y equals 40. Subtract 24 from both sides. 10y equals 16. Divide by 10. And you're going to get y equals 1.6 when we move that decimal over. Unlike the last problem, you can buy a partial pound of something. So that is our answer. 1.6 pounds of cashews. So we have our practice problems here. Good. We are doing number 1. All of it. So about high school football tickets. And we'll do another concert ticket one. And I want you to try number 4 as well. Okay, so we did skip number 2. So if you watch this video, you know that. Have a good day.